Good morning. My name is Andres Echavarria. I am the Public Relations Officer for Eagle Pass Waterworks System. I'm so happy that all of you found time to make it this morning to our historic ribbon cutting of our new Maverick Tower. Today is an extra special day as we're celebrating our community through these new water towers. Up next, we want to hold a moment of silence in honor of Miss Patsy Winn. Thank you. At this time, please rise for the presentations of colors by Air Force Junior ROTC Unit 20122.
Gary, go! Forward, forward, left, 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 right, color guard, hold, left, face.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance by CC Winn High School water warrior Glenda Rodriguez.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state, under God, one and indivisible.
Order, color. Right, face. Forward, forward, left, 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 right, left, 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 right, left.
You may be seated. Up next, we want to recognize our Eagle Pass Waterworks Board, Marco A. Salinas, Chairman. Vice Chairman John Johnny Ruiz Jr. Secretary Maurice Lipson Jr. Trustee Diana L. Salinas. City Mayor Rolando Salinas. Eagle Pass Waterworks General Manager Jorge Barrera. Eagle Pass Waterworks Assistant Manager Jorge Flores. Our engineer Jaime Quipuros. At this time, I ask for a round of applause for all of our Eagle Pass Waterworks System employees that work continuously hard every day. Today, we want to recognize our distinguished guests. We have State Representative District 74, Mr. Heriberto Morales. From Eagle Pass ISD, we have Superintendent Samuel Mijares. Deputy Superintendent, Mr. John Cox. We also have Principal, Mr. Jesus Diaz Weber. We also have Coach Villaseñor. From the city, we have Mr. Ronnie Rivera. Also from the city, Ms. Aide Castaño. Today, we want to also thank the media. Thank you for being present today and always covering our wins. Thank you, the media. Up next, now we have a couple of awards by Eagle Pass ISD Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Samuel Mijares.
Thank you, Mr. Chavarria. I wish I could borrow your voice. It's a great honor to be here this morning. I want to thank the dignitaries that are here, Mr. Eddie Morales, for always supporting our city, our county, and our school district. You know, it's great to have somebody from Eagle Pass represent District 74. Thank you. These are exciting times for our city and for the school, for our EPISD. It's a great honor that Waterworks, you know, we have a great working relationship with Waterworks, with the city of Eagle Pass, and it's monumental that they're doing this for a school district. because our students take pride in our schools. And I think it's very important that we show that pride to the rest of the community and to whoever walks or drives into Eagle Pass, they can see Maverick sign up there. So thank you. And to our students, the greatest students in Texas, thank you. We are so proud of you. There's more things to come. We are working on a dance and cheer building, which we hopefully will do a groundbreaking soon. And it's going to be a great facility for the students to be enjoying every day. So I think it's going to be awesome. Also, we're going to have a great game tomorrow. Our classic game between the Eagles and the Mavericks. So please, I invite the whole community to enjoy that game tomorrow, and go Mavericks!
Thank you, Mr. Mijares. Up next, we have a couple of words by Principal Mr. Diaz-Weber.
Thank you, Andres. Thank you. Former student from CC Winn, as a matter of fact. Good morning, everyone. Let us be grateful and celebrate the initiative of Mr. Jorge Barrera, General Manager from the Eagle Pass Waterworks System, and the approval of the project by the Waterworks Board. Thank you so much. "17 years has passed since we became CC Winn High School. During this time, the pride of being a Maverick has gone to high levels of acceptance and identification among the students, parents, staff members, school officials, business, and community members. The ribbon cutting of this project this morning puts the icing on the cake. It is solidified as a community that being a Maverick means a lot, and it is important to all of us. Driving along Highway 277, looking from our campus and from other angles, the water tank with the school logo gives the sensation of Maverick presence, pride, seal of approval, and ownership. It is a wonderful feeling. Maverick Nation community will eternally be grateful. Thank you again, City of Eagle Pass Waterworks System. This morning from Winn High School, we have representation from the admin team, instructional staff, counseling department, student council, cheer and dance teams, ROTC, the drum line from the music program, student ambassadors, the newly created Water Warriors Committee, as well as support staff. In closing, I leave you with a quote from Maya Angelou. "This is a wonderful day. I have never seen this one before." To Mr. Barrera, las personas se distinguen por las buenas acciones, no por las promesas. Y usted cumplió. Gracias. Let the water flow from this town with Maverick pride to serve the community of this awesome place of living, Eagle Pass, Texas. Thank you. Go Mavericks and go Eagle Pass Waterworks System.
Thank you, Mr. Diaz. Up next, we have a couple of words by Coach Eric Villaseñor.
Good morning. Just want to take the opportunity to thank the school board president, Mr. Jorge Barrera, the Waterworks board. Thank you for making this event become a reality and the fruition of the beautiful water tower that we see on a consistent basis. Thank you, State Rep Eddie Morales, for being here. Superintendent Mijares, Mr. John Cox, thank you for being here and always supporting us. And how about our kids? The best, right? The best. I know the majority of us grew up here in Eagle Pass, and I glanced up there before we got started, and it's 1849, and 174 years of that pride. And, when we went to another high school in 2006, there was a lot of logos being thrown out there. but that Texas W stood the test of time. You know, that's who we are, that's who we represent, and what's inside of it is really a reflection of the Southside community. You know, the Southside community is blue collar. The stakeholders involved on our campus, our teachers, our parents, our kids, that's how they're built. They're built with a strong work ethic, loyal, passionate, prideful, committed, trustworthy, all those things. And when our kids put on their helmet, they put on their band uniform, cheer, dance, Stuco, that polo, and you see that Texas W, you see that Walmart, you see that Walgreens, HEB, it means something. It means something. And it's really a reflection of how we're built at Winn High School, how we're built on the South Side, and we want it to stand another 174, 175 years because, you know, you guys deserve it. And I'm just blessed to be a part of it. I'm blessed to be a part of this community and just excited for a successful school year and a successful athletic year as well. Thank you so much. Just want to say in closing, you know, let's be first class tomorrow night. I know we got a big game, big crowd expected. It's certainly a community event, but let's be first class in how we handle it. Our kids have been working really hard, and I just want to say, you know, that they deserve the best, and I know our fans are going to give them the best. Thank you once again for having us. Really do appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach. Up next, we have a cup of word by State Representative Heriberto Morales.
I'm melting over here. I don't know if you're the only one, so I'm going to keep it short, okay? And I know exactly what I was coming to, but I have like 4 other events today where I had to wear a suit, so, you know, it is what it is. I'll probably have to go change after right now. First, I wanted to congratulate Mr. Barrera and his team for doing an exceptional job with Waterworks and how they're partnering up with the school district. I think they need deserve another hand of applause. When I started running and I made sure to visit with Mr. Lipson and visit with Mr. Barrera, I said, we need to bring unity to this community. We need to get all of the organizations together so that we can have one track of mind, one direction and moving forward. And Mr. Barrera made it happen by asking all these organizations to meet at the ICT so that we can develop a plan of how we could address our legislative priorities so that we can bring the most funds from the state back to this community, especially for you all, so that we could benefit the next generation. And I think that is important, but because I could have said this all day long, but if he didn't reciprocate by actually meeting me at that same level and understanding that that's what we needed, none of the things that have happened since 2020 forward with respect to a new 4-year university, a Highway 57 with a 4-lane divided highway, Loop 480, the funding now for it so we can complete it, the $32 million that we're going to have for the first standalone building for Sol Russ, none of that could have happened without the joint efforts of everyone like Mr. Barrera, like Mr. Lipson, and the team that they have assembled. So for that, congratulations. Thank you, Mr. Barrera. Second, Mr. Diaz came up here, and I know I don't look that old, but back in the early 90s, and he doesn't look that old either. He was my teacher, my algebra teacher, I think, and man, or geometry teacher also. I mean, it was my brain. It wasn't him. He tried as much as he could, but it left a lasting legacy to know that somebody like Mr. Diaz was so involved back then and wanting to make a better life for students like us that it's always left a memory, and I always look fondly, and every time I see him, I embrace him because of the dedication that he gave to the kids, and he's still doing it now, and you can still see the passion that he has, and so it's beautiful. Second, Mr. Cox also. I had my nieces that go to school, and we had them this weekend. We were going to we were taking care of them all weekend. We passed by Mr. Cox's house, and my nieces were just like elated to be able to pass by Mr. Cox's house. Oh, Mr. Cox and his wife, and you know, it just, to me, it leaves again an impression of these folks back here that are in public education, Mr. Mijares and his team, and all the teachers and administrators. They are doing something that actually is having an impact on each and every one of you. And I see it. I saw it with myself. I'm seeing it with my nieces. And I see it with you all involved. And so for that, I think we need to thank and we need to appreciate when we have teachers and administrators like that are willing to give it their all for the betterment of you all. Okay? You understand that? Let's give them a round of applause for that, too. Lastly, none of this could be possible without you and your parents. And that is super important for you all to understand where you stand in this community and how they have put you at the forefront of making sure that the next generation is actually doing better than what we were doing. You know, you heard Coach also, a lot of these folks in the community came back because they love this community and want to give back to this community. So I'm going to leave you with this. I love the fact that we have cheerleaders, that we have ROTC, that we have, I'm sure, football players also, the band here, the cheer squad also. But I leave you with this, and I challenge you. Are you doing enough for that W? Can you do more? I know that you're involved, you know, as well also in participating and making sure that you showcase our community, for example, with the pageant and all of that. But I know that each and every one of you can dig deep in here and can find more to make sure that you are worthy of wearing that W, to be able to say, go Mavericks, to be able to say that you are doing more than enough. If you got a 90, I know you can get a 91 or 92. If you're involved in ROTC, I know that you can be involved in another extracurricular activity. If you're involved in sports or band, I know that you can do something more for the community, because they and Mr. Mijares and Mr. Barrera and the school board and administration, they're pulling their weight. And I'd like to be able to see each and every one of you, which you are, I'm not saying no, but challenge yourself to take it 1, 2, 3 steps more so that you can be worthy ambassadors of that W, of the Mavericks, of Eagle Pass, and more importantly, Texas House District 74. Thank you all.
Up next, we have a couple of words by Eagle Pass Waterworks Board Vice Chairman, Mr. Johnny Ruiz Jr.
I was watching from over there, and it looks pretty warm, so I'm going to keep it short, okay? I want to recognize the distinguished guests and the students and, of course, visitors. Thank you for being here. I see a lot of familiar faces, and it's always good to see y'all. This project is just one of many projects that the Eagle Pass Waterworks has ongoing. The completion of this distribution tank, or this water tank, is part of the overall distribution system. It helps the entire community, not just this area. So I'm glad to say that, and I'm glad for all the support that the community gives us to keep moving forward with these types of projects. I am going to say that this Friday is an important date. My wife worked for Winn High School for many years, and we always, when it came time to, I'm a Eagle Pass High School graduate, and so people come back and say, hey, ¿sabes qué? ¿Pa quién le vas tú? Well, I'm an Eagles forever guy, but go Mavericks!
At this time, it is my honor to introduce Eagle Pass Waterworks General Manager, Mr. Jorge Barrera.
Good morning, Mavericks. There you go. I'm glad everybody's here. I'm glad to see all of you. This morning was a little bit cooler. Somebody brought the sun with y'all, but we're here. I want to thank everybody for being here once again. I want to thank the ROTC. I want to thank Student Council, the cheerleaders, dance team, the band, our water warriors, their ambassadors, and everybody for being here. I especially want to thank my board, who was mentioned a little bit a while ago, but I want to mention them again, starting with Mr. Johnny Ruiz, who's here. Mr. Ruiz. We also have Morris Lipson, our mayor, Rolando Salinas, Diana Salinas, and Marco Salinas. I want to thank them for their tireless effort and their vision and their leadership. 2016, we started this project. We started a $55 million project that included 6 projects that were included with this program. We started this program that included 6 projects. Among them was this project, which was rehabbing and painting 4 tanks. When we brought it to our board, we told them, we passed through a lot of towns and cities, and a lot of their schools have logos in their tanks. And I think that brings a lot of pride to the community. The board, without hesitation and unanimously, voted on it, and they said, yes, it's already part of it, so let's have it done. And here we are at this point. It took us a little while because we couldn't put down all the tanks down and start painting them. We had to do one by one. but finally, after so much time, since 2016 to 2017, we have this finally done. And now we can say, Mavericks, we've got your own logo on our tank. This area where we're at, it's going to be called the Maverick Tower. And the street that we're coming in is going to be Maverick Drive. So congratulations on this. Very important, we're about to unveil. 1, 2, 3. This will be Maverick Tower, and obviously also we have Maverick Drive. And I know you guys have a very important game on Friday. Go Mavericks, be safe. And that's it. Thank you all for being here. We're going to do the ribbon cutting at this time, so can we have the dignitaries come up here? Water Warriors. And on 3.
At the count of 3, first we'll do the picture.
Wait. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Go Mavericks.
Thank you once again for joining us in this historic day. Please feel free on your way out to grab refreshments and snacks that we have provided on our tent. On behalf of Eagle Pass Waterworks, I would like to thank everyone for coming, and we wish you a safe and happy school year.